3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? Let's jump back. If there's anything, Mark or Tim, that you guys want to touch on from the Hell in a Cell, Ryan, Matt, and I had gone long form on it on Tuesday. You can find that show here on our page or in the podcast archives. But overall, we'll go around and get everybody's thoughts on the show. And Tim, I think I saw a tweet from you after the first match.
What else was there for WWE to do after the greatest wrestling match of all time?
Wait,
seriously,
are we talking about Backlash again?
No, we're talking about the Ooh Man and the Juicy Usi having the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Yeah, it was real good. It was real damn good. I loved it.
But they made sneaky good pay-per-view. Had no reason to be so good.
I agree.
It helped that it was shorter.
Sure.
But yeah, man, I will never see another. I can pretty much say, if I died today after this podcast, I will have seen the greatest wrestling match that has ever taken place.
Wow.
I mean,
that's how much I believe.
Damn.
You can already put it down as my number.
I was going to say, spoiler alert. I think we found
year.
Tim's number one for the year.
Wow.
I cannot find anything wrong with it. Nothing. Zero.
I mean, it
was
was
good.
It was absolutely fantastic.
Especially the part at the end that got that could have gotten missed. But they actually went back and doubled down and put emphasis on the fact that the only reason Jay quit was to save Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, you can tell it's good when people who don't watch wrestling are invested in the match. I happened to be watching it with my girlfriend and our mutual friend, and it was just on. And first of all, Roman Reigns' titty,
right,
brought them in.
Sure. I mean, it brings us all in. It brings us all in.
And then afterwards, they were locked in. They were beating each other with the strap, and they were like, ooh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oosh. Yeah, man.
Oos.
But it was
oos shit.
It was really but there was nothing that was really bad on the show. Props to Sasha and Bailey. They did the thing. Randy Orton and Drew did their thing. Tucky and whatever.
Thing. I think as I put it on the review show on Tuesday, that it was the 3 cell matches to me were really, really good in order. I think the women's, and then 1A was Roman and Jay, and then the WWE Championship one was the least good of the 3. But the other match,
think that the women's match is better than the Universal title match?
I preferred it. I'm not faulting you for putting Roman and Jay above it. I mean, but I personally enjoyed the women's one.
I also did.
But the other matches, while fine, were just kind of there between the great Hell in a Cell match, which quite frankly,
it was saltine. They were saltine crackers in between, really flavorful drinks.
Yes, absolutely. It was a palate cleanser, and that's fine. You gave us three Hell in a Cell matches on a Hell in a Cell card. Then that works. That works. Mark, any thoughts on the show?
You know what? I thought it was a really good pay-per-view. and I enjoyed Uso and Reigns. And WWE's done a really good job of making Reigns a heel that you want to boo, not just boo because it was a cool thing to do, but I thought it was a really good match. It was nice to see Alpha and Sika at the end, even though they looked like two lunch ladies, unfortunately. I didn't get the skirts they were wearing.
I think that's the heritage. That's the heritage. I thought it was
it's a Samoan.
I don't ever remember them. They would come out, but usually they had back in the day when they were a tag team, they'd come out with that kind of wrap, but it was usually had some kind of pattern. These were just like solid black.
Yeah, they old like now.
Yeah, they're not at the head of the table anymore, Mark. That's what Roman's there. I hope at some point, and maybe maybe it's the eventual match with The Rock if it happens, and I hope we're not setting ourselves up to be disappointed.
I'm going to hold off on all judgment until.
But that Roman just goes full like the tribal garb, like the grass skirts, all of it. Like I'm here for that if and when it happens.
Maybe he'll get a tribal tattoo.
Maybe. Devin says he can find one problem he had with the Roman and Jay match. Why the hell did the referee not have a microphone? This is a hill I'm fucking dying on. I did miss that, but to that referee's credit, he is not Mike Chioda.
There's a reason why he didn't have a microphone.
No crowd.
Exactly. The microphone is for the live audience, not for the folks at home.
Yeah, but I said the referee at times did get a little overkill on that one. Ryan, I think you kind of defended it a bit on Tuesday.
I don't remember. That was so long ago.
I'm just curious. I'm honestly curious as to what Sasha and Bailey had better than Roman and Jay. I'm just curious. Like what didn't Roman and Jay have that put the women's title above it? Or what did the women's match have that puts it above it?
Roman and Jay certainly have more weeping.
More Jimmy Uso?
More genuine emotion? Okay, cool.
Well,
I mean, it took away from the heel tendency of Roman for me. That was my biggest gripe.
No.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Roman sobbing like this when we already had the like torn, why are you doing this to family? When the whole point of the match is to get your opponent to quit, and we're going down and saying, why are you doing this, Roman? Because he's not fucking quitting. That's why we're doing this. Oh, wait, time out. Let me weep.
Go ahead.
Let me weep. No, I'm just saying, this is Roman saying like time out to everyone while he sobs. And then, I mean, towards the end, then it got good again, but that just murked it for me.
So you don't think that was like maybe a mind game to lower Jimmy down to then sneak him in and grab him?
I think we're overthinking what Roman Reigns is, though. Like, I don't think Roman is your typical heel. Roman has said time and time again, I'm doing this for the family.
He has to.
And
you can be conflicted.
Like, you can be upset. And I agree.
Right, but he was already upset the month before. Like, we're past that. This is like Batman still sobbing about his parents in Batman Forever. Like, your parents have been dead for 3 movies.
Like, that doesn't make him any less sad that his parents are dead.
This time though, Roman put on it that if Jay quits, then like he's excommunicating that whole side of the family, the people he grew up with. Like, that's got to hurt in some way.
Sure, but
I'm sorry you watch all those stabby horror movies and you don't have emotions. It's okay.
I have plenty of emotions, but what I want to see in my heel at this point is just like I'm past the internal struggle. Like I said, I was half kidding about him spearing the Wild Samoans at the end, but my God, I would have popped for that.
Well, he would have sawed one of them in half.
If he had done that, Tim, you and I would both be talking about how we saw the best match of all time.
3 Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app. That's arenaeats.app for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order? You know, I don't think, and that's why, like, I kind of said that it was like 1 and 1A. Like, I don't necessarily think that, like, the women did anything specific that was that much greater, or that there was something like glaringly obvious about the Universal title match that was different, but or that wasn't good. For me, it just in the moment, and maybe if I went back and watched the two matches, I'd be like, you know, it's a tie or whatever. Like, they were both spectacular. The WWE Championship match was just slightly below. I think that was more my point.
Yeah, and I'm not saying either of you guys are wrong, because I mean, wrestling and everything else is subjective. Like, two people can look at a piece of art, and one person can think it's trash, and one person can think it's effing Starry Night. So, yeah, it was more just curiosity as to why, as opposed to like, no, you're wrong, Roman is God.
Yeah, and I said on Tuesday I did enjoy the match.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was the weeping. I like keep saying.
I'm sure there's one person.
Way too much for me.
I'm sure there's one person who we all at least know of who absolutely hated this match.
Mark's been pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that upsets you.
Who were we talking?
I mean, both are on my list that I will eventually make a top 5 out of. So I think they were both really good. I really like the journey that the whole pay-per-view took us on. You know, the high and the emotion of the opening match, cool you off with the Elias Jeff Hardy. I didn't necessarily see the Tucker swerve. I don't know how I missed that. I feel like I'm the only wrestling fan that didn't see that coming, but I was really surprised by that in the moment.
Right.
Then the Sasha Bailey match, and then cool us to a chilling, freezing temperature with Bobby Lashley and Slapdicks, and then back for the main event. So I thought the whole pay-per-view was laid out really, really well.
Yeah, no, I thought it was. Charlie says one complaint he has: 3 Hell in a Cell matches, not one had blood. Drew was bleeding from the inside.
Cody Rhodes wasn't there, so that makes sense.
Yeah, you want blood? Tune into Full Gear. Cody's already cut himself.
WWE's been stealing all of the trademarks and copyrights from Cody, so Cody went out and actually trademarked the use of blood in wrestling matches.
Ah, well, that makes
WWE
sense.
Can't use
That's
that.
why he went back to the blonde hair too.
Yeah, you got to see it, man. Can't see it in dark hair.
Exactly.
Dusty, Flair, Sting.
Yeah, it's that's the rule. I love the fact that, I mean, this is the closest you're probably ever going to get to having every match on a card being the namesake of the pay-per-view. So it's like the closest thing you can really get. Like, we've said before how it's like, I don't like when it's a TLC because, then you have to do a tables match, a ladders match, a chairs match, a stairs match, a garbage can match. But all 3 matches were very different than the other ones. So, you had 3 cell matches, all were very different. My biggest complaint really from the show, and it kind of connects Hell in a Cell to Monday Night Raw is like what they're doing with Retribution. But before we transition a little bit to our thoughts from Monday Night Raw and that in itself, what do you grade the show? I think on Tuesday I gave it a B. That was based on my match grades. But if you're talking just the cell matches, they were 2 A pluses and an A. Mark.
Well, I think I would give the show overall. I'm going to stick to a B plus. I thought it was very good. Very good show.
Matt.
I gave it a B minus just to stay on brand.
Tim
Big A.
and Ryan.
I can't remember what I did 2 fucking days ago to vote. Honest to God, I feel like
Give out a new grade then. I think you went B.
Grade it.
I think you went
higher
B
than
minus,
you.
so you wouldn't go higher than me. I feel like
I think that's what you did as well.
I feel like it deserves a B plus, but I just can't do it if you've only given it a B. So I will give it a B minus as well.
It's also kind of surprising Jim only gave it a B when he was like, well, I really liked these 2 Hell in a Cell, A plus, A plus. The other one was definitely the worst of the 3 A.
show me, Teach where I was wrong when I said that. I'll stand by that.
I feel like Jim was lightheaded from the lack of blood flow to his brain while watching those matches. A B, Jim. I can't. It seems so low for you.
It does. It really.
Well,
surprised me.
I think I had given the U.S. title match a C minus because I'm just baffled by what they're doing with Retribution. I think I had given. I threw my card away from the other day. But I think I had given.
I think you gave that one a straight C because you said it was over quick. It was like ripping.
Oh, that's right. There was did I give the? Let me look that. Maybe I gave Elias and Jeff Hardy a C minus just because it was like, meh, okay.
Yeah.
Like it was there, but it was just.
You can't. I just don't know if you can grade all of the matches on the same scale. Like,
okay, well, look.
The 3 main events are A plus, A plus, A.
Look, you
give the show a B.
Look, I'm trying to do better.
Okay, Teach.
Look, this is Matt's fault because I used to because I would talk about the shows. And then I would say, like, this match wasn't as good, and this one was pretty good. This match was great. And then I'd throw out a grade, and Matt would, like, sit there and just and pick apart. Well, how is this? So I started grading every match.
Right. But even teachers don't count homework as the same level as the midterm and the final.
Look,
that's 3
I feel like you're asking a lot out of me right now. 2020 is a hard year.
The main event should be 40% of the pay-per-view grade.
Fine, you want to hear it? It's an A plus. It's the goddamn best thing ever. It was
Thank you.
It was a spectacular pay-per-view. Everybody wins. WWE's the best. Goddamn it!
Not the tool man across all platforms. I gotta go.
Well, now that Jim's given it the A plus that we all thought he was going to give it, I will give it a B.
There we go. Everyone.
Yes, this is a B plus pay-per-view. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. I'm glad we could settle that. Devin says B. Nikki says B, as well.
Well, I can't be above Devin.
Charlie's got to go. His lovely bride is home, and it's her birthday tomorrow. So Charlie,
happy birthday, D.
Give the wife.
Happy birthday.
Give the wife your best, not our best. Give the wife your best.
Give your wife the best.
You know, if you catch my drift.
You didn't have to do the hand thing.
I didn't do a hand thing.
You did a hand thing.
It was a fist bump.
Yeah,
sure it was.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What is this?
Nothing. My arm itches. What are you?
Shut up, Tim.
That was strangely arousing.
Three Count Thursday is sponsored by Arena Eats. Log on to the website arenaeats.app, that's arenaeats.app, for the ultimate fan experience. At your favorite sports venue, Arena Eats mobile app, pre-order, express pickup, and in-seat delivery. How do you place your order?